Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate about one of the powerful session level parameter within Snowflake. That is a feature of a data share, and that parameter is nothing but your simulated data sharing consumer. This is a session level parameter. Now think of a use case wherein we are going to share some data from provider to your consumer account, but staying in provider, can we do some kind of validation of that particular database object which we are going to share? Like, if the number of records that the consumer account will see, whether that account is seeing the exact same number of records which we want them to see, or they are seeing lot of other kind of records which ideally we do not want them to see from that object, right? And that will be empowered by simulated data sharing consumer as a session level parameter, through which we can validate this particular kind of data sets, that whatever data I am sharing, it is exactly as per my need or my requirement, right? I'm not sharing anything extra or anything less, right? So that's how we enable the validations of the share by staying at the provider account only. We don't have to go to consumer account and do those validations, right? So to do this demonstration, there are two accounts created, provider and consumer. Right now I am in the provider account, the account name being PAB76623, and consumer account also have a unique account name, right? And what I did was I created a table, product fact, okay? And over here there are a lot of attributes. Over here the key thing to mention to see is category, okay? Now if you see this category called as electronics, okay, that will have a particular account name, which is this one, HCB85797. Wherever if you see there is electronics present, this value is repeated. So this is nothing but your consumer account details. So what I mean from here is, I am going to share everything from this table via the share to the consumer account only when it is rolling up to the category electronics, okay? So this is how my table is created, okay? It will have one account underscore SNF column also, okay? And then what I do is I create another metadata table which will have the mapping of the product ID to the Snowflake account, okay? So think of it like each particular record will be uniquely identified by a product ID, okay? And obviously wherever you see this particular HCB is nothing but your consumer account information, okay? Now some kind of validation also after you do these inserts from the main table you can do. Wherever the category name is not equal to electronics, they should belong to this provider account. And wherever, maybe if I will remove this not equal to, wherever it is equal to electronics, these are the records which I am expected to share from this table, okay? And how do I enable share? I have to create a secure view, okay? And I cannot share directly a table to the consumer account, right? This is how I create a secure view. If you see this product table is getting joined with your MD table, and in the joining condition I have my metadata table, product ID, and my account name being your current account name, okay? Now obviously this particular view will be compiled, right? And then what we see is we see the data from the secure view, okay? Now if you see the data from the secure view, what we see is it is having all the category related information, but all this information are coming from the current account only, which is your provider account. It doesn't have any information on what account, to what account the data will be shared, right? To do that, the power of this session parameter comes into picture, right? So what we do is we alter session, we set the simulated data sharing consumer to this particular value, okay? Now when we do this, we will kind of try to query the same secure view, okay? And that is exactly when we will do the validations, right? So staying at the provider account only without even creating any share, we can do the validation of a secure view that whatever I am sharing to the consumer account, it should not have any other information apart from what is being shared. Now over here in this use case, it is just having information of electronics as a product category code that will be shared, not others, right? So this is the power of your simulated data sharing consumer, right? Now obviously, there are ways to set and unset. This is how you set it, and this is how you unset it, okay? And everything you have to do by staying in your provider account only, okay? And then when you unset it, when you run this command, it will give you everything except electronics, right? You see this information, right? Now once these validations are done, next is we will have to create a share, okay? Step 1, this is how you create a share, and step 2, this is how you associate all the objects to this share, okay, right? And then this is how you kind of allocate one particular account to this share. This is the account, this is which was kind of shared, right? And then you go to the shared account, okay? And over here also you can see what all are the shares that is coming to this particular account. So let me quickly do a show shares, okay, right? So if you see this is exactly what was shared, sensitive data share. This is the share name, right? Now from the share we will have to create this particular database, okay? That is exactly how you consume the share, okay? And what is present in the share also, because we just shared one secure view, okay? If you describe it, it will come, okay? If you see this is what is present in the share, okay? Let's say you will have any other object that will also be present in this command, okay? But we have just shared one secure view, that is why it is coming as this one, okay, right? Now then what you do is you create a new database from this share, okay? And then you execute this particular command by staying at the consumer account, okay? Now again I'll just execute this command. Now if you see this HCB85797, this is the exactly same consumer account to which we have shared this particular data. Now over here, if you execute this particular statement, you will see everything for electronics only, okay? Now we did the validation over here by using your session level parameter simulated data sharing consumer, and then what we did was we have shared the data, and now we are seeing the correct data being displayed over here, right? So this is exactly how your simulated data sharing consumer session parameter works, and it's always a best practice to do these validations at the very first step, because all the data are very sensitive whenever we are sharing across accounts, and this particular variable or parameter will ensure that you can do these customized validations before even sharing anything to your consumer account. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful.